Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical muttering already, energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. So, I like to explain a little bit. I see, hear, feel, sense, know. They talk to me, but they also show me pictures, and I call it spiritual charades. Hated charades when I was a kid. Now look at me. So they'll show me, sometimes they'll show me pictures or little movies, plus talk to me. Anyway, and I describe the picture the best that I can. They never waste a message. There is always a reason for whatever they show or say. So if it doesn't make any sense now, keep it in mind. You'll either remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, I know what she's talking about. So this is not an exact science. Sometimes you gotta stretch it outside the box a little bit. And we communicate the best way we can. So we're going to talk to Mom today. She's coming in kind of dancing. She says, look at me shaking my booty. Look at me shaking my booty. And she's got maracas in her hands. I don't know much about maracas. She's making a big point of showing me it's like there's is it a flower on the side of the maraca? Like there's stuff painted on it, but it's got red, like two red, instead of petals, instead of green petals, they're red. Or maybe it's part of the flower. It's like flower, and then underneath there's two red parts of the flower, and then a stem. So she's trying to draw my attention to the design on it. I don't know if she had some like this, you have some like this, something you remember from your childhood maybe. She might be trying to validate that it's her. I don't spend the whole reading validating. I just like them to come through and give 2 or 3 things so you know for sure that it's your loved one. She says, what are you feeling guilty about? What are you feeling guilty about? I did my own thing. What are you feeling guilty about? Okay, she has multiple times drawn my eyes to a mask that I just bought. My granddaughter's getting married. Bride tribe. So somebody getting married and or just got married. That's what I'm going to wear when we go out. She'll be part of the bride tribe. So whoever's getting married, she's going to be there. She'll be part of it. With her maracas. So listen for the sound of maracas. You might see one walking through a store. You might see a picture of one. You might see some in a movie. Somebody might be doing it. She's talking like you're going to see one laying on the ground. That would be really outstanding. You walking through a store and you're going to see one laying there. That'd be a good one. But you'll also hear them. Sometimes we hear with these ears. I call them telepathic ears. Not always with these ears. Sometimes with these ears. So anytime you hear or see maracas or anything that sounds like them, know that that's her stopping in to say, I love you. I'm checking up on you. And she kind of goes like that. I'm checking up on you. Oh, she goes, are you a good girl or a bad girl? And she starts laughing hysterically because I'm checking up on you to see if you're a good girl, bad girl. She says, you're a Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. You need to let go of your guilt. It is what it is, and it's perfectly fine. Okay, she's trying to give me the smell of some kind of food. They love smells and sounds and things like that because it's so much easier for them. As far as a sign, it's, you know, it's hard for them to make a tank appear or move. So the little things are the easiest, and they can do those more often and not use a lot of their energy. Smell it, kitchen, something cooking, something cooking. You have to show me better. Don't know what I don't know what the smell is. It's something cooking on top of the stove. She's not even showing me whether it's a skillet or a pot or the oven. Something kind of, I'm going to say unusual, or maybe unusual. It's not a hamburger, it's not spaghetti, she says an authentic dish. Think of an authentic dish that she used to cook. So you'll get that smell. You can be going through the store, in your car, outside, in your house. It doesn't matter where it's at, just like the sound. You get that whiff. That's her letting you know that she's there. Like one time for 2 weeks, every single morning when I woke up, I smelled chocolate chip cookies. Never did figure out who was here. She says, I do love you. I have not forgotten you. You were my breath, and you took my breath away because I was so proud of you, because you're such an awesome person, that you amazed me. You took my breath away because you amazed me, and you still do. You don't see your own light. You don't see the beauty in yourself. Look at you through my eyes. No, I'm not mad at you. Look at you through a mother's eyes. Because your beauty is inside. You're actually an amazing person. And caring, inside and out. Now there's a shuffling noise, like shuffling slippers going across a hardwood floor. Or it could be carpet. It sounds more like hardwood floor. The shuffling. She says, my dear, we don't hold grudges once we get up here. There is none of that heavy energy up here. No, no backstabbing, no anger, only peace, love. When she says beauty, I see like a pink cloud. And actually, when I work with the pink cloud, it's the it's what do we call it? Well, it's the law of compassion. Know that we did the best that we could at the time we had. Say that again. Know that we did the best we could with the time we had. And it's okay. Everybody has their struggles. Now you need to let go of the struggle with me. Make it pure love. And actually, when we go, I always say they peel us like an onion. They peel the layers of heavy layers from Earth, crap from Earth. They peel it off of us like an onion, and we become light and bright and vibrate at a much higher level because that kind of energy stays here. It has no purpose up there. There is no revenge is coming to mind. That's not the word I want to use. There is no crap. Can't think of the right word. Um, we we just don't have all that heavy energy up there. It's all beauty and light. Take care of the dog. He needs some water. I don't know whose dog she's talking about. Grandma's here, and I'm thankful for that. I think she means her grandma. Could be your grandma, but I think she means her grandma. Somebody, she's holding an infant. She's not telling me. Either somebody's pregnant and she has this infant holding it now before it gets here, or somebody has lost a baby and she's holding it. She says lost. She says lost. So know that she wants somebody to know that she has this baby with her. And she's holding it with a great amount of love. And it's special. It's just going like this. It's going to come back. It's going to come back. Don't know if you have any clue about past lives or anything like that. I still have trouble wrapping my head around past lives and how many times we come and go. This one will be back. Don't know if we'll be back to the same people. This one will be back. So she's not saying who this baby belonged to or who it's coming back to. And sometimes those are things we're not supposed to know. She says again, this baby's special, but it's coming back around. So what I've been taught is before we come here, we kind of decide when our exit point is going to be. Don't know why. It could be when you're 1 day old. It can be when you're 100 years old. The timeline can waver a little bit depending on what's going on around you, but it'll be somewhere in the area that you pre-planned to leave. So whoever had this baby, think about what did it teach them? What did it teach them when it left? That's the lesson in the whole thing. What did it teach them? She She says, 1, 2, buckle my shoe. And then she's talking about picking up sticks. So, geez, what was that? 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6. Does that pick up sticks? I don't know what she's referring to. Look up that little nursery rhyme. She's playing some kind of music in the background. It's like something to go along with the maracas. She's still hanging on those maracas. She loves those. She says you are allowing her to weigh you down here. Weigh you down. Weigh you down. She says you need to lighten that up. So she's back on that. Lighten that up, because that's not what she wants to see for your life. Now she's showing a round, tall, chocolate icing anyway, cake with chocolate icing on it, swirled on it. There's no, I was going to say there's no birthday candles on it, so I wasn't sure it was a birthday cake, but now I see one candle. Somebody either just had a birthday or just getting ready to have a birthday. Somebody that likes chocolate icing. And it doesn't have to be that exact picture of a cake. It could be flat sheet cake, doesn't matter. She's acknowledging the birthday and the cake and the candle. She said she'll be there. Watch for the candle to flicker, or possibly even go out. Depends on whether she knows how to blow it out. It's kind of like the movie Ghost, where Patrick Swayze's in the subway tunnel with the other spirit. He's learning how to flick the bottle cap and kick the can. It takes a little bit to learn when we get up there. I love you, baby girl. As she was leaving here, and so we kind of get in an in-between, like we're going that way, if that makes sense. She heard you. She heard you. She says, I promise. I promise I heard you. I promise. Whatever it was you were saying, she promises. And it's okay. It will all come about in due time, whatever that means. And what are you going to do for yourself? It's time for you to do for yourself. She says, and I'm not talking about sitting in a chair eating bonbons and popcorn. What are you seriously going to do for yourself? For your growth? Which she's being a mom. She's talking about, first she said sweet pea, and then she said chickpeas. I don't like them. She used to cook them. Peas, regular sweet peas. Did you just cook some? Okay, she's showing a really young boy. He's got dark hair. I'm trying to see how young she keeps changing the picture. Hang on. little. He keeps changing the picture, so I don't know if he's grown up, if she's showing me from when he was 3, 4, 5, 6, somewhere in there. I suck at ages. And he's grown up since then, or what? I don't know how long she's been gone. But she keeps a close eye on this little boy. She's not showing me that he interacts with her. He's not acting like he knows she's there. Maybe when he was littler, he knew she was there, and now he's just kind of shut it down. Almost all little kids and animals can see them and hear them. No big deal. And I promise you 1,000%, she can see you, she can hear you. Talk to her. But then when the kids get to be like around 9 or 10, they start looking around going, yeah, people are going to say I'm crazy if I tell them I see my grandma or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to shut this down. So I can't tell if that's what she's referring to for sure or not. So talk to her. Ask her. Ask her to oh, now I hear a little bell ringing. I hear a little bell ringing. It's a bell, something like this, only smaller, that she's showing me. So listen for that. Could hear it up here with your telepathic ears. She's saying something about you can be an army of one. She's not saying what the situation is, but she's saying you are strong enough. You can be an army of one. You don't need 50 people around you to be that army. You can do it all by yourself. You are strong enough. You have the strength. You have the power. I'm hearing the same thing that I heard when I first started this work. They told me over and over and over and over, everything you need is already inside of you. Just everything you need is already inside of you. They kept telling me that. She's telling you that. She says you just got to find it. You have to let it out. Now she's got happy feet. She's dancing. She's got her feet. She's dancing up at storm. Tell her I love her. She goes, psst, let that shit go. Let it go. It has no place in our life now. So, and what I've learned is you can have a new relationship with them. It's different. Sure it is. Talk to her anytime you want to. And then ask her. Ask her to talk to her. Ask her to show you something. And then something, it could be a person calling you. It could be driving down the road and a billboard pops up with her name on it, or something that reminds you of her. A maraca could be on it. Just ask her and then just kind of let it go out there to her, and you'll start seeing more stuff, so you know she's around. She's listening. She's got a big megaphone on her ear, so she's listening very closely. She loves you. She's very upbeat, very lighthearted, very sweet but strong, if that makes sense. She says, without a care in the world. I'm asking her something. She's talking about a nephew that is with her, a nephew. Might be your nephew, her nephew, but it's a nephew that is up there with her. She says, okay, I'm going to take my happy feet and I'm going to go for now. But I want you to know I love you and I'm there for you. So when ask her whatever you want to ask her, and then just let it go, and then just wait and see what comes. You have to ask them because they cannot override your free will choice. My guides are always going, Rhonda, we showed you different. We brought you different. What are you doing? See, so you have to be willing to accept it and allow it, whatever she brings in your path. Ask her for help. She says she's ready, willing, and able. She says, I love you. She's getting further away, so she's yelling it back. I love you. And with that, she's gone. Okay, my dear. Anyway, much love to you. Thank you for allowing me to be her voice. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.